Howdy, folks. It's your feline Howie cat. Anyways, I stopped at Sonic on the way home because they have that new Queso Burger. The other day I stopped by. I guess we got it a little later. Everyone had it at the beginning of the month. They still had the zesty, tangy or something, but huge lines. So this time the line was reasonable. So I'd grab a burger, taste this Queso Burger. It's like a melty cheese and a cheddar cheese and hot chilies, which I think those are pretty mild chilies, if I remember right. And there's some grilled onion and stuff. Just a little simple burger, I think. It's just they like to do a special burger every month, and I like that they do it. I mean, that's a good idea. It's they've also added. I never really gotten energy drinks, but I'm working my butt off some days. I get really tired. I might just go for a Red Bull energy drink slushy or something from them once. As if you start early doing this, and then you come home, and I've got Amazon and eBay, and I mean, it's not more than I can handle. It's what I can handle, but I get tired, and maybe an energy drink work. I don't know. Do they work? I've never tried them. Tell me if they work. It's the only time I ever tried Red Bull. It tasted like Sweet Tarts, and it was kind of gross. And it glowed under a black light, so that was kind of freaky deaky too. I was at a haunted house. I was in a black light room when someone said, "Yeah, you can have a sip of this." And when we looked at it in the black light, it's like, "Oh, that's creepy." But that has nothing to do with this that I'm going to try. Let's try this first. I'll tell you a little goings on around the world of comics and what's happening with the we're in the phase 1 of lock up, I guess. Just getting into the business. So let's look at this. We got some restaurants are open for limited seating. Bathrooms are back open. That's a biggie if you remember me talking about that. And there's the burger. Oh, it's a melty gut. No, Archie wants some burger. He doesn't want burger, but he thinks he wants burger. So we got like chilies. Here's a hatch chili. Oh, that's not even. Yeah, it's like chili relleno, like Ortega or whatever. That might be what it is. That might be a chili relleno. Is a hatch chili? I don't know. It was good though. It's not hot. It's good. It's got a nice flavor. Let's try this burger and then we'll talk. Maybe I'll just ignore you. That's really good. Yeah, those chilies and its melty cheese, that's good. I mentioned last time I tried a Sonic burger. I thought I didn't like Sonic. I'm glad I tried them again because I like Sonic. I just had a bad burger one time. And that happens. I mean, one of my favorite burgers has always been the Big Mac, and I've had a few dry ones in my time. And that really makes you think the Big Mac's not good. But it is good. You just sometimes get a bad burger. And this is a good burger. I think I mentioned that I noticed Chinese restaurants were closed. They decided not to open up for takeout. A lot of the real small mom and pop type restaurants. So I got an order for one. I went there and I'm talking to the lady and I said, "Have you been open this whole time?" And she said, No, we opened May 1st. And then she goes, "It was probably a mistake. I think we missed a lot of money in April." I go, "Yeah, April was really busy." And I asked her, I kind of had a feeling, but she was nice enough and talking to me. I go, "If you don't mind asking, why didn't you open up?" And she goes, "Scared. People threatened us. We were scared." So they did it. That's what I was afraid happened, why these weren't opening up. And then I said, that's really stupid. And she kind of gave me a look. I'm like, no, no, no. It's really stupid of what they did. What you did was fine. That's smart. Stay away from trouble. You don't need to deal with those people. Well, they're stupid for thinking that you have anything to do with it. That's just stupid. And she said a friend of hers closed her restaurant for good because she wanted to reopen and none of her employees would come back. And she couldn't get new employees in time to train and with the new, and said it's just easier to close it. She couldn't do it. Just sad. A lot of businesses are having it. Now with the flea market, I went and talked to them. And I guess they're having a meeting in 2 days with the city. They may be able to get back open, which is good. It's very good. That's why I'm saving my masks and trying to get some more from them. They'll send me more free if I ask, and I'm going to ask. I just have to wait a couple days so that it looks like I've used them up. But the flea market said, because they're open for produce. It's pretty sad. It was one big booth or two big booths of produce, and that was it. They want to reopen. The thing is, they have 220 stalls. They're only allowed to fill 110, so they can fill every other stall. But they have 120 or 130 reserved people. So I was never reserved because I don't go every week. And if you want to go there, what you have to do is, basically, if you have a reserved stall, you get there before 8 in the morning, you go in and you go to your stall. If you're not there by 8, your stall is open to be purchased. Stall, a parking space. It's an outdoor market. It's not stalls per se, like I've seen, where you have a locking door and all that. It's just a parking lot of a drive-in. So you get there by 8. People start lining up at about 6:37. I always got there like right at 8 because I never had troubles. But this year I might, because they could then sell up to the 220 spaces. They never sold out of 220 spaces. And they would get pretty full, but never 220. But now they have to cut it down to 110, and they already have those pre-sold. So they're going to contact people to see who still wants their spaces and what's going to happen. And then when they reopen, they're still not sure how they can distance the people. As I was telling you, it's an outdoor, because I was thinking indoor malls, they're closed. Outdoor malls, people can go to, outdoor shopping centers. But there's a strip mall, and the store can regulate who comes in and out of the store. Flea market can't regulate who goes to a booth. And with me selling rings, I'm worried. That might be tough. I might not be able to sell the rings. I do have other merchandise that I can bring. But how do you do it? After each person tries on a ring, am I supposed to sit there and grab a Lysol and clean that ring and put it back? And I don't know. That could be awkward. I'd rather have stuff they're not doing that with for now. Obviously the stores aren't running around and cleaning up all the products you touch, but they're doing some. Rings are obviously picked up, handled, put on fingers, and then put back. So I don't know. I don't know what I'm going to be able to do. Probably bring more books and more stuff like that. But it may be open in June, so that's kind of exciting to me. Other than that, they are reopening stuff. There's still no gambling, although I did see that Caesars is talking about what they're going to be doing when they get to open. And Caesars is not here in Reno. There's a Caesars up in Tahoe, though. And Caesars owns they owned Harrah's down in Reno. I don't know if they have any presence left in Reno. Because Harrah's got sold. It's going to be a non-gaming. It got sold before all this happened. And it's going to no longer be, it's one of the oldest places there, I guess. And it's no longer going to be a casino. It's going to just be a hotel with whatever in there, restaurants and stuff, but no gambling. That's kind of a trend. A lot of places are not having casinos in them. It's strange because that's one of the biggest money makers, but I don't know. I guess it's a thing to bring in certain conventions, certain families, or whatever. I don't know. So that's pretty much what we've seen here. A lot of stuff is opening up. A lot of the restaurants are Opening the seating, it has slowed the driving down a lot. The streets are more crowded, so it's that's kind of annoying. And I've noticed my Amazon sales just sunk. They were huge during this whole thing, and now, like 2 days ago, they stopped. People were buying like crazy during it, and like it's nothing now. Oh well, we'll see how things turn out. But this is a good burger. I'm glad about that. Uh, I'll talk to y'all later. And I won't do another chick track right away. Boy, do you guys hate that thing. You're weirdos.